Hi everyone, this is Vic back again on another live fragrance review or a fragrance review from the Bel Air Scents, and today I'm going to review a very rare fragrance, mostly unknown to all of you and less unknown to few of you. Today I'm going to talk about the original Drakkar released in 1972 by the house of Guy Laroche. That was the first of the flankers of the Drakkar. Later we had Drakkar Noir, which became also a huge hit. Then we had Drakkar in various dynamic, and then we had Drakkar, the Blue Drakkar, and then lately we had, for the 50th anniversary of the release of Drakkar, Guy Laroche released Drakkar Intense in 2022. But today we are going to talk about the original Drakkar by the house of Guy Laroche, released in 1972. As I told you, is a fougere aromatic fragrance, and the nose behind this fragrance was not less than the great Raymond Chailland. This man, he really made lots of great fragrances, and Drakkar is one of them. I can enough praise Drakkar because I really love this fragrance. I wore this fragrance when I was in United Kingdom, and that was in the 70, 74, 75, 76, 77, and really this fragrance is very dear to me because that started my journey, I can tell you, and I really cherish this fragrance. And I'm very sad that the house of Guy Laroche discontinued this fragrance. I don't know why, because it deserved to be back on the shelves. Who knows, maybe it will be back on the shelves very soon. So let's start. Drakkar by Guy Laroche is an aromatic fougere fragrance for men. Was released in 1972. Top notes are lavender, lemon verbena, bergamot, juniper, and mandarin orange. Heart notes are angelica, pine tree, coriander, basil, rosemary, jasmine, and cedar. Base notes are oak moss, amber, tonka bean, and also musk and patchouli. The main accords are aromatic, citrus, woody, amber, fresh and spicy, powdery, musky, mossy, lavender, and earthy. It's a very complex scent, and it's a green fragrance with lots of floral notes, and most of all citrusy notes, because there's on the opening you have lemon, you have lots of bergamot and stuff like that going on, but it's a very also very greenish, very fougere fragrance, as you can guess. Those kind of fragrances are not made anymore because those kind of fragrances are complex, they are hard to make, and they need a real master perfumer, which is nowadays very rare and very expensive. So brands, they don't dare to hire a master perfumer nowadays. Most of them, they just release a fragrance, and if they are great, they will supervise by a master perfumer the process. But this time, no, this time it's a real landmark, it's a real milestone. This is the first fragrance for gentlemen by the house of Guy Laroche. And who was Guy Laroche? Guy Laroche was a great French fashion designer. He was extremely famous in the 60s, 70s, and 80s before he died. And this guy, he released great fragrances. He released Drakkar. He released Fiji, which became a worldwide hit for women's. He released J'ai Osé. He released Drakkar Noir. He always made bestsellers. He always hired great perfumer to make great fragrances. And really, he always hit the jackpot, because Drakkar Pour is such a unique fragrance. I can only compare it with fragrances that are on in the ballpark, such as Eau de Rochas Pour, or such as let's say even the current version of Drakkar Intense is on the same ballpark, but it's lean over the more spicier, more darker version. I don't dislike, but can't beat this one. Even Drakkar Noir, it's a fabulous fragrance, but my favorite remain the original Drakkar by the house of Guy Laroche. This fragrance was majestic, we always search for it, kind of fragrance that you never come across twice in your journey. And really, this fragrance deserves to be back on the shelf. I don't know what's wrong with the. I know that the Drakkar fragrances are nowadays made by L'Oreal, and L'Oreal really they don't really care about, because the brand of Guy Laroche became a kind of cheapy brand, and I'm really sad about it, because this brand deserves to be not a cheapy brand, because they really make great fragrances. And even Drakkar Essence was a nice fragrance on the same DNA as a Drakkar original, but I prefer the original fragrance, of course, because the original was a masterpiece. It was kind of fragrance that really, when you wear it, you feel there is a fougere, it's a classic fougere with a twist of a sexy and warm base. And the base is all about, because the dry down is fabulous. The dry down of Drakkar really is fabulous, because then you really feel the amber, the tolu, the oak moss, and patchouli. It's cozy, warm, also fresh and spicy, and greenish. Really, it's a kind of fragrance that, I'm sorry to say, it's an icon. It's a real icon on the 70s. Sadly forgotten by some fragrance lovers in the frag community. And even I can tell you that fragrances such as Envy by Gucci, or Dune by Christian Dior, they all been inspired by Drakkar classic. And this fragrance, it's a real masterpiece from the past, and I really hope that this fragrance will be back on the shelf. To me, it was one of the best fragrances of the 70s and early 80s, and it's a fantastic fragrance, really crafted by the master perfumer. It's manly fougere, and we don't make fragrances such as this anymore. I cannot give you enough praising for this fragrance. It's very fresh, aromatic, very French, and also very distinguished and very bold for confident man. This is not a fragrance for boys. So this is all I can tell you about Drakkar. I think, if I'm not wrong, this is the only review on YouTube, and I just wanted to pay a tribute to Drakkar Original by the house of Guy Laroche of Paris, one of the greatest fragrance that I had in my collection. I cherish, and I remember I was very teenager when I wore this, and is still one of my top favorite. I'll be back soon. Stay safe and sound. Take care of yourself, and God bless you all. Cheerio!